This is the continuation of an episode. If you want to get caught up, click the previous annotation in the top left corner of the video. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. So what I'm hoping is as you guys are watching this Let's Play, you're going to be sitting there going, oh, I do that. I think about things like that that don't make, any difference to the game whatsoever, but I still think about them. Like kids wiping having the handprints easily wiping off of the walls, that kind of stuff. So I think we have everything on this side. I'm not worrying about the nursery house, which is what I've decided to call this house here. For the babies and toddlers, the nursery house. We're going to save that because it's going to take a little bit more time to set that up. So in here we have another bathroom, or an area that was a bathroom. I think since this is an attic, there isn't really any need for there to be a separate... I mean, we have plenty of bathroom space here. And Sienna is able to go to the bathroom upstairs in the other home. In the nursery house. There's a bathroom on the right here that I'm looking at in the nursery house, and that's the one that Sienna can use, as well as the toddlers. So I'm thinking about opening this area up just a touch. And so I'm going to go down here and grab the rails here and open that up. And then let's get some different flooring in here. This flooring, like I said, not my style. Let's change it up a bit. Another thing that I mentioned with the... No. I want something that has very wide boards. That I mentioned in the... Ooh, like that. In the radio show was, but I want it to be long ways, was how the Let's Playing teaches you a lot of skill. It's building self-confidence. Yes, bam. Ability to learning how to think clearly, because it's important to be able to think. Let's see. I want them to be long ways though. And be able to play, because there's a lot going on when you're Let's Playing. And if you are another Let's Player listening to this, definitely back me up on this one. I really love, I love all these wide floors, but they're all pointing the wrong way. I know you can turn floors around with one of the later EPs, and for goodness sakes, don't ask me which one, because I don't know if I'd be able to remember. But with one of the later EPs, it gives you an ability to turn the floor around. And I do use that, but I love these wide. That's what I want. I guess I'm going to have to try it. So all you do is take the floor tile, like so, and turn it. And I'm just using the same key that you use to turn furniture. The little keys, on the American keyboard here, it's the comma key and the period key. And above that is the plus, the less than and greater than signs is what we call them in math here. It's right next to the question mark is what I'm using. So I can turn the tile, and then but you can see what happens is that the creator didn't anticipate the tile being that direction. So the grain is off. And that's why I don't use it, unfortunately. It doesn't really work. Let's see if it works this way. See? No. It's meant to go this way. So that's why it's not very useful. And I think with Maxis, let's see if it's the same as with Maxis floors, do the same thing. So we have this going this way, and it's working fine there. And then if I turn it this way, does it work well? No, it does not. So I'm not sure how a creator would be able to do that so that it works well. I don't know if it's possible. So that's why that particular extra feature has not been useful to me. If there is a floor that it is useful for, I have... Oh! Nope, that's wrong. I got excited for a minute. Oh, that floor is perfect. Oh, crap. I'm irritated because that floor is lovely. It's bright and white, what I'm looking for. But it's not facing in the right direction. So I might have to give up and just go for what I can get. But let me see, because you do not spend 7 years downloading floors to give up that easy. You give it a good fight before you give up. That's not the right color. These floors, by the way, wood planks, the wood plank set, I'll show them to you. Those. These as well too. Oh, those are great. Damn it. If I can't get the other ways to work, that I'm going to use this set. This set is from Whimsy, touchofwhimsy.net. If you can't see, I hold the mouse over here for a second so that you can go up to full screen at 720p, because this is a high definition. I do high definition 720p, and you'll be able to see it, the text. So that's why I hold it over there a little bit. So I'm going back through. I think we're about to... No. I've used that in several houses, that particular one, but it's not the look I'm going for here. That's too boring. That's great for a basketball floor, but not what I'm looking for here. No. I want something with planks in it. No, I can tell that's not going to work. Okay, so it looks like we're going with the long ways. The long ways. I don't know if that sounds exactly right, but anyway. Now I just need to find the color that's going to work the best with some of the woods I have in here. I think it's either that one or it's that one. Stand with the courage of your convictions. And I have mentioned this before. I'm a wood floor fanatic. Love me some wood floors. Gotta have it. So once again, as I said, I leave this area open here because that's under the roof area, which I consider to be storage area. Sims don't go there. So that's why I use that to kind of keep me from being confused and thinking that's a room. Great, new floors. Now, let's just take an overview look of things here. And I'm going to put these floors in the nursery too. In the nursery house. Isn't that cute, the nursery house? Where do your students go to, where does your baby go to school? The nursery house. So cute. And I was very happy to find out that the decorating episode of Decorating the Orphanage was such a great hit. I really appreciate that. I love decorating. And I get an itch for it. One of the things I like about simming is that there's so many different things that you can do in The Sims. If you feel like decorating, you can decorate. If you feel like... Actually, let's follow with the blue pink thing going on. I have here. I love this. I've told you before about this. I'm going to tell you it again. Studio K synthesis floor. Love it. Love it. And Studio K does hands down some of the best, especially the tile sets, brick sets, and whoever this creator is, I'm going to say she until I know better or know differently. Ah, see, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, yes. Happy-gasm. Although, do I want to go with this slightly bluer? No, darker. But Studio K, I was saying, does all their sets in... all their floors and sets is what I'm trying to say. Trying to find a pink that isn't too... That's salmon. That's not pink. And that pink doesn't match. And that pink doesn't either. Did I do that already? No, yes I did. And that's salmon. We run into a problem of having not just the right perfect color. I went to a live stream this weekend, a live sim by Meet Me to the River. Hi, Tarlia. And she said the same thing, the Simmer's Lament. Oh, see, that's perfect. So I'm going to have to change the floors in the other room. Actually, back up. So we'll go with these, and these, and these. And then this set, which I just abused the heck out of this set. Perfect. And once again, that set is Studio K Synthesis Floor. In that color is Rain, and the other color I used is Victorian. And these floors, when you put them down, they're just, oh, they're so well done. You know, I love to just zoom in. Look at that. The only thing I'm thinking is that they're a little bit spanky fancy for a little school, but, you know, I can live with the guilt if you guys can. I can deal with it. You know, I'll talk to my therapist about it, but I'm feeling pretty okay about it. So, I think we are going to move on to the classroom now. So I do get an urge for decorating, and one of the things I was saying is that you can do decorating in The Sims, you can play, you can create content, and I feel that the Sims series is more than just a game, particularly Sims 1 and Sims 2, is more than just a game. And for the you Sims 3 players out there, I'm not being rude, I promise. But I feel that the tools available for making things, and I'm a little bit out of touch with the Sims 3 community, I admit it, are a little bit easier to access with the Sims 2 and Sims 1 than it is with the Sims 3. So what we're looking for here is a bulletin board. I know I have one. So I have a couple. This one is really cute, but it's not what I'm going for. This is more for, I'll put this in the nursery. Isn't that cute? But that is not what I'm going for. That is, comes with the Sims 2 free time. And I have something, I don't know if it's because I keep testing cheats enabled on all the time. I've had testing cheats enabled on for 5 years now or something. So I don't remember what it was like when it wasn't on. It's the thing that allows you to, you know, shift click on a sim, and it's a developer's tool. But it's also good for being able to doing things in play. And I think that this feature here that says available in the Sims 2 free time, this pink text here at the bottom of the paragraph, I'm not sure where that came from. If you guys know, I don't know if it's because of testing cheats enabled or if it's some feature that came with an EP. I don't think I have a mod that's making it do that. But anyway, it's a handy feature, especially if you're Let's Playing and people are asking you where you're getting things from. You can now tell them where you're getting things from. So I am looking for a chalkboard, and I'm just trying to remember if it's a recolor of a Maxis object. I'm pretty sure it is, or if it's a standalone object. So it'll take me a little bit of time to find it because I have a lot of different paintings in, and I'd have to remember which painting recolor it is from. But I'm pretty sure since it's a big object, it would be a recolor of a Maxis painting that's larger, which would be at this end of the decorating catalog. Painting catalog. And Sienna's starting to run out of money. So I'm going to mother load her and then take the same amount out of the Elder Council's funds to save us having to go over to the Elder Council and have them send her money and all that nonsense. So let me do that. Whoops! I pressed C and I meant to press Control-Alt-C to open that up. I mean Control-Shift-C is what I meant to say. Mother load. Actually, I don't want to do that. It's a lot of funds. But ka-ching, typing ka-ching too many times is... So I want to remember that I was at 802 to keep my finances straight. Like I said, I'm not into being a banker on The Sims. I'm not interested in doing a bunch of economic play where I'm counting things and that kind of stuff. But I keep a basic idea of what the Elder Council has given her to run the school. That's all. So, I'm looking through my paintings, trying to remember where the recolor of my Blackboard is. That's not it. That's too big. I was thinking it might be this one, but this one, but that's too big. So I'm going to pause recording for a moment and find this to save you guys the trouble of me looking through this, and I will be right back. Okay, we have two candidates here for Blackboard Chalkboard. My memory has failed me, and that I do remember having a chalkboard at some point with writing on it. And I don't know where that went. Maybe it disappeared during one of my fervent clean-outs. Very possibly. So we have two options here, both of which I like. I'm leaning towards this one, because it is more colorful than this one. And if I'm not mistaken, no, I am mistaken. I'm not remembering very well what custom content I've had over the years. I could have sworn that in fact, I remember now. I deleted it. And once again, one of my fervent deletion modes. I don't know if you guys do that too. But it's you get like, oh, I'm so sick of these loading times, and then you go and delete a bunch of stuff that you're like, oh, I'll never use this, and then 3 years later you're like, didn't I have a such and such at one point? Oh, I'll never use that again. Alright, so here we go. This is wonderful. I like this. This does have something that I don't normally like to put in my game is English writing. I like to use Simlish as opposed to English. But I prefer this is a very colorful board, so I can make an exception right there. So over here, let's see, there's a few things I found whilst digging around in my one is, this is a little bit big, so we're going to use this version of it. That is what I'm looking for. This is cool. Love this, and it also comes with a great deal of recolors. This is the periodic table of elements in Simlish. I love this. That's a automatic yes. Look at that. That's great. I love that. Just love it. Let me drag it back up here. That's just amazing. I want to change the wood color on this one though. And this one is one that's slaved to Buggy Booze. I've mentioned her numerous times in the Let's Plays. That this is slaved to her counters. I think it's a set that she did where she took the Maxis paintings and made new frames for them. So any recolors that you had for these Maxis paintings would show up. And then slaved them to her counters, which have a gazillion and a half recolors already. So you don't need to download new recolors. You can just use that. Buggy Booze really is the queen of reslaving things. I like that because it matches the wall. That's wonderful. Okay. So this is just a larger version of that. Same painting. And then also, there's a neat little painting I found that I'm going to put over here. That is of a little geography painting there for the teacher to use for reference. I'm going to leave this wall open for putting the student paintings on that the students do. And we're going to need a lot of real estate for that. So, moving on. I don't think there's much to do in this cafeteria. I'm not going to put any paintings on this wall because, well, I might. But they probably won't show up too often in case I'm taking a picture in this direction. For the most part, I'm going to be looking at the room from this direction. So let's see if there's anything that we can do to put something nice here. And then I'm going to move upstairs to the art room. I am in the wrong section of decorating here. And what I'm looking for is, don't know if there is such a thing. Oh, I know what will go well here. A bulletin board. Like this one. Something where students would put notices or of upcoming events or plays or whatnot. So, and I'm going to put that in white. And there you go. Once again, very colorful with even a couple pictures of Sims on there. I love that bulletin board. That bulletin board is from, ooh, it's a custom content, and unfortunately the creator has not said, what that's about. So anyway, where that came from. Sometimes the creators don't bother to change the Maxis descriptions on the items that they create, so we're kind of stuck with guessing. You know, or looking in my downloads folder, which I don't like to do while I'm recording. But if you really would like to know what that corkboard is from, you know the drill. Ask me in comments, and I will let you know. Moving on to the creative room here. And I'm going to do this room. I'm going to end the episode here, and then we'll come back in the next episode and do the badgery in the upstairs. And then run the students through another school day. Work the kinks out of the system, as it were. So moving over here to, we're gonna hop into the, here we are. I'm looking for easels. So one of the neat things that I have found, I mentioned to you. So let's, first of all, we're going to put down a table. There's going to be a place for students to do several different types of easels and easel sizes, so we'll get a wide variety of different sizes that the students can use. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. I'm going to grab an appropriate table. I'm looking for something that's plain. And just fits into the easel room here. I'm just looking for a 2x2 table. That doesn't look too fancy. That'll do. I'm going to put Snap Objects to Grid on again. Throw that there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with the easels going on here. So we have a table easel. 1, 2. And also I'm going to take these easels and use my numerous recolors if I have any, which I do. Yes. Got many recolors, and I want them to be in different colors. So there's a kind of green there. Isn't that pretty? And let's see what else we can find. That is a blue. What else do we have? I have more recolors than I can shake a stick at of these easels, and I use them all. A green and a blue. See? Perfect. And then let's get a child size. This is a children's painting easel. And pause the video and read through all this text. But basically, the gist of it is it's showing you all the different new things that come with this easel. So this easel is, it's on TSR. It's called the Easel Superset, and it's by Anoeska B. Anoes as in Sam, K-A, the letter B as in boy. Whew, gosh, that took some work. And then we'll have 2 there. That's great. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Plenty of paintings to be made there. And then over here, let's have some pottery. So I have a custom ceramic art station, which I am pretty sure that the kids can use, but we're going to find out. And this one is neat. It makes vases. And actually, I'm sure that the teens can use it, because I had teens making vases in another hood that I have. So I'm going to do that, give him this one here, and we'll do 2 of them. What the heck. And I also want to give them a... What am I thinking about here? I'm thinking about the easel, the painting... Pottery is what I mean to say. The pottery that came with Freetime is what I'm looking for. Ah, here we go. Oh, that's the sewing machine. There's another sewing machine. And the pottery. There we are. And typically, I have tons of recolors of this. A lot of my recolors were by Peggy Sims. And I'm sorry to say that she passed away a few years ago. So she doesn't have a website anymore. There is a place that you can get her downloads still. And if someone asks me in comments, I'll take the time to look it up. But they're not very well organized, so I would recommend that you just try and find some recolors. But she had recolors of and she not only had recolors, but she had recolors and just tons of different. She had like the IKEA color set and the dark woods color set, the light woods color set. So you were pretty much set on colors when you had some stuff going on with her is what I'm trying to say. So there's the creative room, and once again I'm going to leave those walls blank so that the kids can just make pottery and use the easels at their leisure and put them right up on the walls or right downstairs in the display cases. So I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we will finish up the badgery, work on to the upstairs with the music room, and then we'll bring the kids in and see how everything works. But I love the way the school looks right now. Bright and pretty and schoolish. And it's great. And I'm also going to figure out what to do about this, because even though, of course, this will make no difference to The Sims whatsoever, I personally will be unable to to think about kids actually getting burned on this. Don't laugh at me. For those of you who are laughing right now, stop laughing at me. All right, I admit it. I'm a wacky simmer. But yeah, I'll try and find I'll put a wall around this or some other way that I can block this off so the little kids don't get burned. Come on, it's a school. You don't want them to get hurt. Somebody with me? Anyone? Come on. And over here, what I'm going to do with this area is, since it's right outside the bathrooms, and there's a very cute little stove here that I'm not going to take out, I am going to add, this will be a reading library area. Just right here. Some books for the kids and a couple of chairs to sit in and read. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below and encourage me. And if you loved what you saw, then join the party and subscribe. And I will see you again in Acanthop at the Little Schoolhouse in the next episode. Thank you for watching.